All right, welcome back. We are going to take a Unit 4 subtest over intermediate algebra. Good luck. Give this one a shot. Hit pause, come back when you're ready. And hopefully you got 3. I left the calculator stuff up there, sorry. All right, by hand, drop the bars, drop the inequality, keep the sign, drop the bars, flip the inequality, change the sign. Drop, drop, keep, drop, flip, change. All right, solving this one, minus 3, I get negative 3x is greater than 3. Divide by negative 3, which is going to flip my inequality. So if I graph that, negative 1, open circle to the left. Solving the other one, I'm going to minus 3, negative 3x is less than negative 9. Divide by negative 3, which flips my inequality, I get x is greater than 3. So that's over this way. So they want to know what is not a solution. Well, I want the number that doesn't lie under the blue or the purple bar. Negative 4 does, negative 3 does, negative 2 does, 3, oh, these are open circles. So 3 is not included, 4 is, because that's an open circle. Without a bar, we don't include that. Okay. Try this one, hit pause, come back when you're ready. Hopefully you got 1.5, okay? Given the linear equations, so I've got a system, what is the product of x and y values that make both equations true? So I got to find x and y and then multiply them together. So I'm going to line them up. 2x plus 5y equals 16. 4x plus 7y equals 23. I'm going to eliminate the x's. So I'm going to multiply by positive 4 on top, positive 2 on the bottom. But they came out the same, so I need to make them different. I'm going to make 2 negative. So distribute on top, I get 8x plus 20y equals 64. On bottom, I have negative 8x, negative 14y equals negative 46. The x's cancel. I get 6y equals 18. Divide by 6, I get y equals 3. So I got to solve it. I'm going to plug it back into the top. So I'd have 2x plus 5 times 3 equals 16. Distribute, that's 2x plus 15 equals 16. Minus 15, 2x equals 1. Divide by 2, and x equals 1/2. But now what I do with my answers is take the product. So 3 times 1/2 is 3/2, which is 1.5. Okay, try this one, hit pause, come back when you're ready. All right, order of operations says that I have to do my scalar multiplication before I do my adding. So distributing it to 2 to everybody, that's going to be 8, 6, 4, and 1. Over here, distribute the negative 1. I have negative 1, negative 3, negative 5, negative 6. So then when I add, I have 8 plus a negative 1, 6 plus a negative 3, 4 plus a negative 5, and 1 plus a negative 6, which gives me 7, 3, negative 1, and negative 4. Oh, I did it again. 1 times 2 is 2. 2 plus a negative 6 is negative 4. The way I had it, it was 5. Oops. All right, there you go. Try this one. Hit pause. Come back when you're ready. And hopefully you got h. I got to get it in quadratic form, so I'm going to add 4, drop it in quadratic order. 2x squared minus 4x plus 4 equals 0. Quadratic formula, x equals negative b plus or minus the square root of b squared minus 4ac all over 2a. Plugging in my ABCs, a is 2, b is negative 4, c is positive 4, b goes here and here, a goes here and here, and c goes on the end. When you type the middle, or what's underneath, you're going to get x equals positive 4 plus or minus the square root of negative 16 over 4. Well, you can take the square root of 16, that's 4. You can take the square root of a negative, that's I. So that's 4 plus or minus 4i over 4. And now all of them can be reduced by 4. So 4 goes into 4 once, and I get 1 plus or minus I. Okay? Give me just a second. Okay, and we're back. Alright, so come on. Try this one, hit pause, come back when you're ready. And hopefully you got 14. Alright, so again, we're going to drop the bars, drop the inequality, keep the sign, drop the bars, flip the inequality, change the sign. So add 4, I get x is less than or equal to 13. Add 4, I get x is greater than or equal to negative 5. So 13, closed circle less, negative 5, closed circle greater. So all my solutions are in between here. And they want to know which one is not in there. Well, negative 5 is included, negative 4 is included, 0 is included, 13 is included, 14 is not. So that's not a part of my solution. Okay, try this one, hit pause, come back when you're ready. And hopefully you get 10. So it says the monthly profit function for Beautiful Boutiques is P of X, meaning profit, equals this function, where X represents the number of customers. How many customers does Beautiful Boutiques need to have each month to make a profit of at least 1,000? So they're telling you they want your profit to be $1,000 equals 20x squared minus $1,000. Well, I need to solve this for X. Well, you could do quadratic formula and all that business if you want, but when there's no X, just isolate and kill. So I'm going to add 1,000, that gives me 2,000 equals 20x squared, divide by 20, I get x squared equals 100, square root, I get x equals plus or minus 10. But in this situation, a negative number doesn't make any sense, so we say x has to be 10. Alright, try this one, hit pause, come back when you're ready. And hopefully you got 6 weeks. So it says 1 week Joe and Teresa saw 5 ducks in the lake. Then they saw 15. Then they saw 35. Then they saw 75. And it says if this pattern continues, how many weeks after their initial visit to the lake will Joe and Teresa first see more than, not exactly, but more than 315 ducks in the lake? Well, to figure out the pattern, this is a sequence problem. Here, from 5 to 15, they added 10. From 15 to 35, they added 20. From 35 to 75, they added 40. So they're doubling what they add every time. So to get the next one, I'm going to add 80, which would give me 155. Double the 80, I'm going to add 160, which gives me 315. I'm not there yet, okay, because this would be the week that we saw exactly 315. So this is the week that we will see more than 315. Exactly, you would double 160 and add 320, which would give me 635. Now, this was your first week, second week, third week, fourth week, fifth week, sixth week, seventh week. So why is the answer 6? because of the wording. It says how many weeks after their initial visit. Well, that's the 7th week, but that's 6 weeks after their initial visit. So you got to be careful with the words. All right, try this one. Hit pause. Come back when you're ready. This one's another easy one. The maximum number of roots you can have to a function is the exponent. So the most you could have is 4. Doesn't mean there'll be 4, but there could be at most 4. Okay, try this one. Hit pause. Come back when you're ready. And hopefully you got D. So they want me to write this without any radicals or negative exponents. So I've got x to the 1/2 times x to the 2/3. Plus, if I get this out of the denominator, because it's negative, it's going to be x to the 2/4. So when you multiply, you add exponents. So this can be x to the 1/2 plus 2/3. When I add those, this is going to be Chris, 1 times 3 is 3, plus cross, 2 times 2 is 4, over straight across is 6. And that 2/4 reduces to 1/2. So that's x to the 7/6 plus x to the 1/2, and that's as simple as we can get. All right, and we are done, so I will see you next time.